Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Kansas State Wildcats taking on the winners of 3 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Wildcats return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that you can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th and 10.
He'll bring it back. It's Rivera. And the returner will be dragged down. So TCU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
To the air on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Gonna run it. It's Schwartz. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. It couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that one play.
They'll try to pop the draw. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Right back to it. And the Horned Frogs get it past the sticks.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bob.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Give to the single back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. Jukes his way for more. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Louisville. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll run play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's now first and 10 from the 24-yard line. He wants to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's back to throw on second down. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looking to throw on third. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pulled the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, TCU. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops while we'll get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Off the play fake. Getting some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Bringing it back, it's Rivero. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Quarterback checking off. Off play action on first down. They're bringing heat. Great job to get down for the slide after getting everything you could.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking for a crease. It's Schwartz. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers in this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The back goes in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quickly complete.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Wildcats have this offense rolling. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Kansas State pushing the pace. Give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working well.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
The Wildcats will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Ace right downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Fires on the move. It's caught. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Moving away from pressure. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Wildcats will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down. They'll chase him out of bounds after a nice pickup on the play.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Okay, ready? This is a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 11 over Wake Forest. Developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. These corners backing off a bit. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Kansas stay quick to the line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
He's looking for a man on second down. And the quarterback is snowed under. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Bob. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback will audible. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute it out.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Kansas State pushing the pace. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Running it back, it's Rivero. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the pummeling has started.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Right down the middle. Finds a man by himself. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Kansas State in business in the red zone. On second down, looking again to throw. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Got his man to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now
and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Crosses the 30. He's got a but has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now. And like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 21 to Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Let's go! Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds a man on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unleashes one. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got
a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking for room. It's Schwartz. Across the 25. He's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good at every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.